If you look close around the frame of this window, we can see... All right, hey everybody, Colton here, and man, we are eating well, us Avengers Doomsday fans, right? Those of us who are very excited about this movie, and hey, myself, you guys who've been watching the channel for the past year, I just want to say, everybody's starting to get excited about Doomsday, and I'm very glad, but hey, we've been in it for the long haul, right? We've been new that this was going to be a fun movie, or at least we were hopeful, and it's looking good so far. We got the Steve Rogers trailer officially dropped on YouTube 1 week after its exclusive theater run. Now we've got the Thor one, pretty good leak of the Thor one that's playing, and then today we got the Avengers Doomsday official poster. So let me get that pulled up because I want to take a look at it and break it down with you guys because there are some really cool stuff in here. All right, so it's the Avengers A on a circle, which it typically is, but the circle is a stained glass window. Now, I had talked about this in our discussions about the Steve Rogers trailer, where we saw the Doomsday Clock and how the background looked like a stained glass window. Now, immediately, a stained glass window makes me think of like Doom's castle and how it's very medieval. So you immediately think of that. But where my mind is also going is the Citadel at the end of time, and the round window that we see in the Citadel behind the desk of He Who Remains. Now, the design on that window was that of like an Ouroboros and like the reoccurring events of that sacred timeline, and it was meant to represent that. This window does not have that, but instead it's almost like these shards of just different pieces of glass being pieced together to make a whole piece, which could kind of be a hint toward what Doom ultimately does with Battleworld and what he is going to do with the multiverse, which is take fragments of different universes and piece them together into one thing. So this could be a hint at what Doom's plan is, and I assume that we're going to see Doom form Battleworld in like the Secret Wars movie, may become the end of Doomsday. And there's of course the green to it all, very Doom, but that also makes us think Loki, right? Now, we know Loki is sitting in the exact same place at the end of time where the Citadel once sat, where He Who Remains once sat. Now, the Citadel has, pretty much gone away. We saw it like all broken down and like flaking away. And I've talked about before how I think that place at the end of time that exists outside of time, really, there is no past, present, or future there. It just always kind of is. So that could mean like right now, Loki is sitting there. But there's also been a time when He Who Remains Citadel was there. And we've done a video here on the channel talking about how that Citadel that looks a lot like Castle Von Doom from the comics, it could have once been, that Citadel could have once been the castle of Dr. Doom when he ran the multiverse, when he was the ruler. And we've had like this multiversal war just happen again and again and again throughout all of history. And maybe Kang and Loki and Doom just taking turns dethroning one another. So what we could end up seeing in Doomsday is when Doom takes the throne from Loki, assuming he does, and builds his castle there at the end of time to rule the multiverse, that could have happened before. That could have been something that has happened before, and maybe Kang ended up beating Doom and taking that Citadel from Doom and writing Doom out of existence, turning him into Tony Stark. But now in Doomsday, we'll see a different chain of events happen. But we could be seeing that very Citadel being built here, and this could be that same round window in Doom's castle, looking out at the green vines of Yggdrasil, Loki's multiversal tree. So really cool stuff there. We have also got, if you look close around the frame of this window, we can see runes. This one, and look, I don't know what these runes are. Who knows what they could be? But this one kind of looks like an hourglass. So it could be like a time thing going on there. Now, what do runes in a circle tell us? Well, that makes me think of Doctor Strange and the mystic arts. We know that Doctor Doom is a master of the mystic arts. He is really, really good, like second only to the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange himself in the comics. So I think that Doom in this movie he's totally going to be a master of the mystic arts. The general audience is familiar with that idea by now with Doctor Strange. So we are going to see Doom not only be like technologically savvy, but he's also going to have magic. And we've seen runes as well in WandaVision with Scarlet Witch. And in Multiverse of Madness, we've explored runes and all that. So we could see Doom use not only science, which is what He Who Remains heavily relied on to do his multiversal conquering. And then you have somebody like Loki who uses magic for his structuring of the multiverse. You could have somebody like Doom come in and combine the two, using magic and science and ruling the multiverse the way he sees fit. And I think these runes are really cool, giving us just a little nod at what's to come. Let's look up in this other corner. Yeah, I have no idea what these runes could mean. I looked around a little bit, like at some other runes from like Multiverse of Madness when we were in Mount Wendigore and all that. You could probably do a even further breakdown of like the mystic arts, like shields, the orange shields that Doctor Strange uses that also cast runes around them. So we maybe could go in and like find some similarities, like some repeat runes or whatever. But I haven't done that yet. From the brief looking I didn't see any similar runes, but that would be pretty cool. I love this poster. I'm excited about Doomsday. I love that this is pretty much. I think it's confirming that they are going to like really lean into the Loki series. And I know that they don't need to make a TV show required viewing to watch a movie, and they do not need to do that. But I think they should also keep in mind that a lot of people did watch the Loki series, and I think there's a way to have this movie unfold and be able to be understood by those who haven't seen Loki, but also put a lot of really cool stuff in there for those of us who did watch it. And because, you know, the Loki series, it did so much to set up this saga, but then the whole Kang thing happened, Jonathan Majors, and all of that switched around. So I'm still hoping that a lot of what they set up in that series still comes into play for Doomsday and Secret Wars. And I think this poster is a great hint that that will very well or very likely be the case. Now, of course, green is also the color of Doctor Doom, but man, when you've got this window that also, by the way, I should mention, it reminds me of the window of worlds that's at the Sanctum Sanctorum. So with Doctor Doom also being like a master of the mystic arts, he could be using this window as his own like window of worlds like we have at the Sanctum. So that could be why that window was even there in the first place in the Citadel at the end of time when He Remains had it. Perhaps he took that from Doom. That original castle, that Citadel, all could have been designed by Doom. And with it now gone, with Loki sitting there, we could see it rebuilt, but really like built for the first time. And it could kind of be like Doom's own sanctum, essentially. And oh, that would be cool. Call this thing Doom's Sanctum at the end of time. Pretty neat. All right. I'm going to go. It has been so much fun talking Doomsday with you guys this week. I am going to try my best. If you couldn't tell, not feeling great, very busy trying to get things ready for, you know, Christmas and everything, and trying to get videos ready for Screen Crush and doing, you know, my show here on the channel, just, you know, running around in a bunch of different directions. So please do forgive me if I sound tired or anything, but it has been a lot of fun. And I've been wanting to, you know, talk Doomsday, and that's what we've done this week, and it's been fun. And we've got more to do. We've got 2 more teasers coming. Hopefully one's going to be like a full-blown trailer. I think the other teaser is going to be like a Doctor Doom thing, so that's going to be fun. But just in case I don't see you tomorrow, I think I will. I think we're doing Ask Colton tomorrow, but just in case I don't see you, I do want to wish you all a very happy holiday. I hope you have a good time with your family, your friends, whatever you end up doing. I hope you have a good one. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for all of you here watching, having fun, joining the discussion. And yeah, I'll see you soon. All right. Love you guys. Bye.